fun name to say.
Barbara
It's fun.
Jackson. Candy overhauls.
I've seen people spell it like Barbara, and I don't like that. I like it the way she spells it.
Oh, well, maybe she's happy to hear that.
Yeah, I like it that way. That's
Regina, Alec, Jody, MVP Jody. Oh, we're just getting situated here. Oh, I didn't get a drink. You want something to drink?
I was prepared,
I'll be right
but
back.
thank you. I thought about it at the last second.
I'm just gonna grab the whole case.
That's such a huge case.
That's what she said. Because I'm gonna need the caffeine. Let's we'll go right into the B-roll here. Uh-oh, green screen is broken. I can slide it over here. Get rid of that. There, fixed.
It's broke.
Oh, why is it so narrow?
It is really, that ratio is odd. Calm down.
What the heck is going on here? Sleep. What is this an ad for? Why do I have ads?
What's happening? I don't know. Maybe he's got some wisdom.
Sleep is how your body recharges.
I mean, it's true. That's why I'm so uncharged.
This new camera is just so narrow. That's bizarre.
It's kind of weird. A little bit weird.
Oh, well.
There, now maybe people can hear me.
Well, how's everyone doing?
What's
Yeah,
happening?
you got to make sure you're in the yellow there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Calm down.
Wake up, folks.
Calm that down.
That's what she said.
Ugh, boy. Having an Aki is awesome. It's true.
What is my favorite type of boa, says Leo? That is easy.
Blah.
The rubber boa.
Oh my God! If I could have one snake.
Since we're talking about natives today,
Yeah, that's a good topic for.
we're going to go with the rubber boa, Leo.
Oh my God, Arlo! How dare you come over here and drop that fart? My God, he just.
Thanks for taking the blame.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Rubber boas are one of the coolest snakes in the world. Like, they're so cool.
So
They're very hard to find.
we're gonna start out with a snake, and then we'll get into natives. We gotta wait for people to roll in, anyways. And
Look
this
at
is
that little
technically
nakey snake.
this is technically a native, anyways.
Look at it.
And so it may just look like a long turd,
It's so much more.
but
than
let me
that.
tell you what's great about this fish is that they
Everything.
are completely docile in the
They're
wild.
So nice. They just lay there. Look at him in the little ball in the hand, and their defense mechanism is that their butts, their tails, look like their heads, so they don't know where to bite. So they're hoping a prey animal will bite their tail and not their head. So they're little smart suckers.
And this, one of the greatest things about this snake is it'll just wrap itself around your neck to stay warm,
Look at that thing.
and you can wear it like I don't recommend wearing
Please
animals
don't wear your
like a
rubber
necklace,
boa if you have one.
but they will. Like if you want to like sit down and watch
Oh.
TV, they'll just scurry
They
right
don't
around
move
your neck, and
very quickly.
they'll keep your neck warm.
But they are not to be tampered with in most places. In California, they do not.
Very hard to get your hands on
Yeah.
these legally.
Exactly. And they do not do well in captivity, from what I understand, which is unfortunate. But they're still so cool. I think they just haven't been kept enough, to be honest. Anyways, yeah.
So anyways.
Sidetrack, but side note. But everyone should
Oh.
see a rubber boa because look how cute that thing
We're
is.
on Top Chat, live chat.
Little baby angel.
And they
snake.
only get like 2 feet, I believe,
Yeah,
if I
they're
remember
not- yeah,
correctly.
they're
Just
not
like
big.
2 or 3 feet long is it.
I don't even.
And
think
you
they
can
get
keep
that
them communally, which is okay. This is really
They're
bothering
so
me. We need to-
pretty.
I don't know what that is, but bring this back over here.
I'm really, if I could, like, I
You wanna
really
go
would
back
love
to
to
here,
have one.
so I can fix the green screen.
Yeah,
Keep looking at that boa.
there's definitely some faces that look like butt on people too. It's their defense mechanism. Don't judge. Candy's always busy. That's why I'm always happy when she has time to
Louder.
come here. I'm talking fine. It's in the
It's not in the
yellow.
yellow. Now you're in the yellow.
Oh God.
Okay, let's see how this looks now. I probably didn't fix it, but
They are.
little bit better.
I'm trying to remember their exact status in different states because they're not in a whole lot of places. They're here in Washington. They're in California. I think they're in Oregon. It's pretty much West Coast. I know that there are rules against catching and keeping them, but purchasing, if you were to buy them elsewhere, it's okay. It's just like garter snakes. You are not allowed to catch and keep because they are protected to a degree.
what?
What?
All right. If I just come over here, okay, that works. I'll just block it out with my body.
Yeah.
Hey, Arlo.
It is the Streisand way. You're right, Barbara. She is. She's Barbara, not Barbara, which is so much cooler.
All right, so how many people we got? Oh, there's only 50 people here. We'll give it a few more minutes.
Well,
We'll wait till we get up to like 60.
people mean nothing. I'm just
I
kidding.
need y'all advice. My orange Venezuelan Corys have been spawning a lot lately. There's
Yeah,
there's
tell me
something
about
there's something in the air.
Oh my God.
We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of black Schultzi.
The eggs that
Eggs.
you showed me the other day, I was like looking at one little
Hundreds.
area, and I'm like, oh, and then he's like, no, look, and there's like just eggs all everywhere on the glass, everywhere.
Anyways, and I want to hatch some eggs. Any tips? Artificial incubation or just leave them in the tank? So obviously, if you leave them in the tank, you're going to have less fry survive.
Yeah.
I have been getting so many eggs, I don't even scrape them anymore.
They just hatch in there now.
But the first time, I think like a week ago, I did scrape some eggs off with a razor blade. And I just put them in a Tupperware container of green water and put in an air stone. And they've hatched out, and they're just living in that little Tupperware.
The green water is probably really good for them. So
Yes, I have a pond still with green water. So I just scooped out the green water, brought it up to temperature, and then just put them in that.
you're right, Fish for Life. Wet Spot does have the Jingo Black Neons again, the Hikois, and that is a treat. They are beautiful fish. They are not cheap. They are worth it, in my opinion.
And we will be there this weekend, as a matter of fact.
For show.
Fish show.
That was funnier. That was a missed opportunity on my part.
Yes, it was.
I'm upset with myself. I learned something new about garter snakes. Let's just say they are well protected in my yard. They're magical little creatures. Wonderful, wonderful animals.
Oh, yeah, you got them in with Avanacara. Yeah, you're definitely going to need to pull the eggs.
Yeah, they get eaten real quick. But that's good that they're doing that.
Any plans on selling your spawned Corys? I do sell them usually to wholesalers, which is not the most money-making endeavor.
True that, but
But I don't have the time to ship fish right now, so
it's a lot to
if
do
I can
that.
unload it, because we brought like 150 fish to the wet spot last time.
We have, so not this time. We do have some to bring this time. However, whatever our next trip is after that, whenever that is, it probably won't be for a while. We have like 300 Sahika fry right now. I've never seen them. This is their biggest spawn they've ever had. It's absolutely bonkers how many there are. And the thing that's crazy, they don't die. None of them die. I've never seen. Have you ever seen a dead Sahika fry or anything? I have not. Not one.
But if you look at the short, you can see some of our grow outs, and they're getting pretty big.
They're big.
So we uploaded a short today.
Yeah, it's funny because he's like, these are adults. I'm like, yeah, they are. Like we keep calling them fry, and they really are like basically adult fish at this point. We've had them for probably 6 months.
Oh yeah, they're 3 inches easy.
Yeah.
The males are 3
The males
inches.
are almost 3. The females are probably like 2, but that's as big as they really get. They don't get much bigger. The female Pelvicochromis dragonfelsi are small, very small.
Candy says, so I don't know if y'all miss me. Of course we do, but I miss you. It's been too long since I've seen you.
I know it has been a long time.
Yeah, and we still have your one black
God,
morpho
man.
tetra.
Why does this happen? What goes on with this? This is just like history repeats itself, huh? It's just our insurance so that we can come hang out at some point. It's been busy. Oh my God, why?
Direct hit.
I want to throw something at you.
All right, well, holy smokes, we're at almost 70. So let's get into these native fish. It is Veterans Day today, so we're going native. And I don't know if that's a way to think.
We're going. All right.
I was wondering if you were going to catch that. But,
yeah, I got it.
thank you to all the veterans out there. We appreciate it. And
yes, we do.
We're going native.
We are very fortunate to
speak.
be where we are and because of those people.
So let's get into it. Wait, I'm still on
Candy
the
took some of her Amanatlantia to Moonlight, which is smart. Good call. Let's get those out there.
Yeah, I keep meaning to ask them if they want some fish too.
Yeah, get those out there. We did, didn't we? We did ask, I think.
No,
Oh, we didn't.
not yet.
Oh, never mind. I'm lying. So
All right, so a couple of these are going to be cop-outs. Like, how can you not include a rainbow shiner in the list?
It'd be rude, I feel like.
Because they are like the prettiest fish ever.
Right.
But again, we each picked 5, and I already know I'm going to
Go lay down.
lose.
Go lay down.
But
Go lay down. Good boy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
What?
you're wearing the Steenfott sweater, so it's transparent.
Yeah. Such is
I
life.
don't care. I was just
Yes,
thought
yes.
something was wrong with the webcam.
No, it's me. I forgot about that.
Like I use a webcam. It's a camera. It's It's a camcorder.
Webcam makes
I don't know why camcorder's better, but
camcorder's what my dad had in '89. Okay, go ahead.
My first pick, the Okie Finoki Pygmy Sunfish, because not only is it absolutely a beautiful, it is really fun to say. Like, thanks for taking that away from me. I appreciate that.
I did that on purpose.
Why don't we quiet the peanut gallery? You can talk on your picks and stop taking my one-liners on my picks, please.
I'm so satisfied right now. I can't even tell you.
Thanks.
Can't even tell you.
So I do have a species of pygmy sunfish, but currently, and they are spawning like mad, but it is not this species. I have kept this species in the past and absolutely love them. They are pygmies, like the definition of pygmy, not even 3/4 of an inch, probably like 1/2 inch as adults.
Cool.
And I don't know what more to say about these guys. They're super easy. They don't need heaters, which is nice. Perfect for desktop aquariums because they are teeny tiny. And I just realized another one that I did not pick, Heterandria formosa.
I was going to ask you if you're going to do this.
I know.
I don't know why you didn't.
I didn't even think about it until right now. One of my all-time favorites.
Cool.
But there you go. There's my first pick. Highly recommend them. If you're looking to source these, I cannot recommend Ryan at Wild Fish Tanks enough. He's in Florida. He collects them. He spawns them. He has all kinds of stuff. He has a YouTube channel. Check it out.
I like his YouTube channel.
Super cool dude, and really like that guy a lot. And I hope to meet him one day. So there you go.
Good video.
If you're looking for natives, that's who I would recommend. But let's get into yours because yours is a little ridiculous.
You're never gonna keep these, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. So
this
you might if you have a pond. If you had a very very large pond, it's possible. This is the smallest, one of the smallest sturgeon. Sturgeon,
folks. She picked a sturgeon.
I will. My whole life at the California State Fair, which I lived right by, I would go push children out of the way to see sturgeon. So, okay, that's how much I love them.
Kind of like what I do to you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. These little like 5-year-olds, I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through my sturgeon. So theyese are shovel-nosed sturgeon.
Okay, here we go.
Look at these turds. God, these are dinosaurs, literally. Like these creatures have been. They've been around way longer, and they will be around way longer than any of us. And I think they look like sharks. I love them. These guys,
they look like hammerhead sharks.
Yeah, they're really
not
cool.
really, but you know what I mean.
They nurse sharks, hammerheads mixed together. Like they're just amazing. And these guys get about 2.5, 3 feet. So huge.
Doable. I mean, there's people keeping like Pangasius catfish.
We're not talking like some like
freaking arowanas.
The other sturgeon that I love, the diamondback sturgeon, they will outgrow like a 3,000 gallon anything in like 2 seconds. I mean, but this guy you could actually realistically keep if you had a large pond on your property or a really, really large, like holding tank or something crazy. But they're just, the way they move, you feel like it's, I don't know, the Cretaceous period. Like they're absolutely wild looking. Look at this thing. Like look at the little, I don't even know what to call those, to be perfectly honest with you, little tendrils that hang from its mouth. Like there's not much to say about these other than they're just super cool. And the fact that they are everywhere around the U.S. is so impressive.
Caitlin says, and welcome Caitlin, new plan for classroom fish tanks. Small children would like the sunfish.
Probably.
Just for their name.
Yeah. They're really pretty, too.
And because they're very colorful.
Yeah, they're really bright, and I feel like that's fun to look at for kids, young kids.
All right, I'm gonna bring us back to reality here.
Yeah.
The old banded killifish.
They're cool.
Again, not much to say about this guy. Super easy to keep, as most native fish is. I just really like the striping. That's why I picked this one.
They look like predators, like little mini predators.
Anything with banding on it like that, I am a big fan of.
Reminds me of a hill trout.
Again, you can see they get about 2 inches, and this one really shows their stripes. Just really, really, really cool.
Very pretty.
And if anybody keeps these, be sure to chime in. Let us know.
I'm curious to know if anybody keeps any weird natives that you don't see often, because that's obviously, I mean, it's not crazy, but it's still not common.
Lucas says, we catch shovel-nosed sturgeon all the time in the Minnesota River.
Yeah, I read that. That's so cool.
On the river, not in the river. On the river.
Well, yes, because they're in a boat. They're not swimming with them, grabbing them. Like, that would be in the river.
Well, that sounds more fun.
Well, it does kind of sound fun, but paddlefish are cool. Yeah, they are. Bluegill, I kicked them off my list.
She had them on, but she...
They got booted.
We each picked 5. Okay, let's go to yours. This one's pretty neat.
Yeah, this one's really cool. So this kind of reminds me of like... a drapefin barb or a sailfin or sailfin tetra, something like, I don't know, something to that extent. But look at the color on this thing. I wasn't super familiar with these, and I was doing a little bit of research, and I saw them, and I thought, what a cool fish. I'd like to keep this.
What in the killifish?
Ew. But yeah, look at that. They're very small. Again, a lot of these natives, like, they're either sturgeon or they're like under 2 inches. There's like no in between really for, I feel like, for native fish that are really interesting. And I just feel like, what a cool little guy. I mean, I think they're found kind of all along the East Coast. So really enjoyable looking little things though.
Jody, you are famous these days.
Yeah, really.
Speaking of Jody, I would like to remind everyone we are having the member stream right after this stream. So for all the new members we've gotten the last couple weeks,
Don't forget.
You should automatically get redirected when this is over. So there you go. The rainwater killifish. I love this fish because of the high dorsal. I'm a sucker for a cool dorsal fin.
It's so good.
And we have a fish coming up later that I think you picked again that also has very cool dorsal fish. Now I'm picking this ugly fish right here. So this is the stickleback minnow.
Those are so cool though.
And it is a very ugly fish. Like,
I like it.
I can't deny it. It's unique shaped, kind of. It's like a really small, long perch, I guess. I don't know. Hard to describe, but this is the fish that actually got me back in the hobby in the 2000s-ish.
That's kind of creepy. Like, what's happening?
So anyways, there is a light that is like slowly descending from the ceiling. It's like the New York Times. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
The balls dropping.
Okay, here.
How is that happening?
Look at this.
What is going on?
Oh, you guys can't see it. See, look at this.
This is crazy because it just
keeps,
how is it even doing that? It should not.
It just keeps coming down. Like, there it goes again.
I can't. I have no explanation for this.
Well, I don't know.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
We'll just put that there.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Aliens.
Oh God. All right.
So anyways,
That's funny.
This is strictly nostalgia for me. I was on a hike. I've told the story, but it's been a long, long time, so I'll tell it again. I was out hiking. I have been out of the fish and reptile hobby for quite some time. Probably like, I don't even know, 3 years, 4 years. Feels like a long time. But I came across an old tarn that was like dried up, and these little guys were actually like flopping around on their last breath, like muddy, just no water left. And so I scooped a bunch of them up, put them in my water bottle, hiked home, drug out an old 10-gallon that I had, went to Petco, bought a hang-on back filter, and I set it up in the bathroom, or in our laundry room, which is also a bathroom at the time. And I found myself just sitting there watching fish again, and I was like, this is really enjoyable. And so then I bought a 40-gallon, and, the rest is history, and I started uploading to YouTube. But this fish is responsible for me getting back in the hobby and is why I'm sitting here in front of you all today. So I had to pick this fish, and I'd keep them again. If I run across them again, I would save them again and keep them again because they were really fun. I actually ended up letting them go, and let's rephrase. I didn't let him go. Don't tell anyone I didn't let him go. They are invasive species here. They're everywhere, but whatever.
That didn't happen. Scratch.
Never happened. Yeah. Anyways, so that's my spiel on the old stickleback minnows, and
they just look like punk rock to me. Look at that.
Yeah, Curtis is correct. And then Steenfott Aquatics was born. And now all you suckers are here on a Monday night watching us talk about fish.
On your day off, a lot of your day off.
Well, you could make an argument that this fish is responsible for us getting married.
I mean, I guess you could make.
Yeah, because if I didn't pick this fish, I wouldn't be on YouTube.
That's true. That is true.
And we wouldn't have met.
That is very true.
So yeah, there you go. Stickleback minnows.
That is a very
funny
succinct way to. Yeah.
How something so small can like change the course of your life.
Very true, though. I do.
Very fun to think about stuff like that. Anyways, okay, let's go to your pick because now we have an actual good-looking fish.
This is another cop-out, but it doesn't matter because look at that
cop-out.
fish. It is, but it isn't. It is, but it isn't. Like so this is a rainbow darter. Darters are just amazing. This one in particular has so much color, and that is not an exaggeration. These are beautiful. We have some. Nancy sent them to us. They are
I thought ours were orange throat darters.
There are a couple. There's
there's
a
each?
rainbow
Okay,
in there.
okay.
Yeah. So we have a male that's a rainbow, and he is looking pretty much exactly like that. He's still a little bit smaller and still coloring up, but that color is no joke. Like, that is what they look like. The way that they hop around, they're just the most entertaining fish. They like to jump up on things. Watching them eat, I feel like I'm playing Mario. The way they jump in Mario, or like how these fish swim, it just makes me laugh. They're so funny. They're just little comedians. They don't get big. They do. I'd say the hardest thing about keeping these fish is feeding them, because they want live food. And when we were informed that they like snails, kind of a game changer, because now they're little chubs. Like, they go after snails, and it's hilarious to watch that too. They're just great fish, and it kind of surprises me that they come from, just wherever, streams and stuff, random places in the U.S. They're just sitting there. It's wild to me we have fish like this here. They're very, very cool though.
Lucas says sticklebacks are cool micro predators. Yeah, they were fun. Steven brings up a good point though. It says, which of these native fishes are easy to get on prepared food? I would say so far, besides the shovel
The
nose,
sunfish.
the pygmy sunfish, they eat
prepared
extreme.
food.
They eat
Yeah.
So that was, I would say the most difficult so far was the darters, because
Yeah, they were skinny for a
like
minute.
Nancy telling us about the snails was like a game changer, because they were struggling.
They definitely love mosquito larvae, so for a long time that's what we were giving that tank specifically, was mosquito larvae, because they go after the live food. But they're also wild caught, so it kind of makes sense. That's what they were used to.
And like the stickleback minnows, like I just went and bought flake food and they ate it like the first day.
Why does that not surprise
I don't know
me?
if I got lucky, but that was my experience.
You laid down finally. Amazing.
Mummy chog.
Oh,
Who's heard of a mummy chog?
I would love for so. I think this fish is maybe the cutest thing ever. Like, when he pulled this up, I was like, oh my god, I want these.
Have you not heard of a mummy chog?
Look at that little chub. Like, I love that thing.
I had to pick this one just for the name.
I just think
I have absolutely no experience with this fish, but I've always been like a mummy chog. Like, how could you not?
Look at it.
This is a killifish.
I love it.
I believe it's. Oh, where are these from? I forget. I think they're. Let's just look. Small killifish found along the Atlantic coast. That's what.
In
Yeah,
Canada.
Atlantic coast. Yep.
Both.
Again, an excellent. All of these. The thing about native fish that's nice is you don't need a heater.
The scientific name.
Huh?
Read the scientific
Does
name.
that say heteroclitus?
Yeah.
Fundulus heteroclitus?
I'm dying. It's really.
Heteroclitus. It is actually heteroclitus.
I know it. I'm sorry. I'm
Hey, there's
12.
kids here. This is PG.
I'm 12
Come on,
years old.
Wikipedia. I'm reporting you to YouTube.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you, 13?
Yeah.
So am I. So
It's
it's all right.
fine.
Heteroclitus.
Whew.
I mean, did you need another reason to like these fish?
I can't stop. That's so funny.
Just look how pretty they are, though.
I really do like them a lot. All jokes aside, even look at them. It's cool to see them in the tank like that. I love that. That's cool. Like, I even like the way their countenance in the water is pretty sweet. I like it a lot. I keep mummy chog and sheephead minnows are some of my favorite. Oh,
Well, let's keep out the heteroclitus for now.
I can't. It's the best scientific name ever.
There's Bulbitis heteroclita plant. Oh yeah, you know what? Why did I
Oh, maybe we could put this in with them. It could be a. I don't even. I'm done. I just have to stop.
Heteroclitus.
This is not. This is not a.
I'm gonna have to rewatch this to see what the closed caption auto generates on this.
Just make sure and become a member if you're not, to hear what the commentary I have on these names in the next stream, because I got a lot to say.
All right,
Okay.
you're up. Let's sell out.
Oh, this is the ultimate sell. Who cares? Winner. I don't give a hoot. Look at that fish. That's real life. That's what they look like when they're spawning. I don't know if I've ever seen. This is a bold statement. I don't think I've ever
Look at
seen a
these
prettier
ones.
fish than these. I don't think there is a prettier aquarium fish you can keep. When these guys spawn, it's unreal. That is exactly what they look like. They don't look like real life. They look like they're computer
Look at
animated.
that one.
That's real. Like,
Wait. You're telling me this is real?
it's real life, you guys.
It's
That's
not
the thing.
AI generated?
Well, it could be, but no, that's not. Like, that I can vouch for. I've seen it many times. They're some of the prettiest fish. They're happy fish, too. And I think I've commented many times on how I like fish that are happy. They're just always upbeat and swimming. I love their swimming style. They're all over the place. They're fun to watch eat. They don't bother other fish. There's just nothing bad to say about a rainbow shiner. I think everyone should keep them. I think the most irritating part about them is their price point's a little high, but they're worth it anyways.
And their short lifespan kind of sucks.
Yeah, they do not live a long time, but God, they're enjoyable while you have them.
They take what, like a year to color up, and then they're dead in another year or two?
Be patient with these fish, and also know that if you get females, it is not gonna. Candy knows. Candy has a lot of females, and we have basically all males. I think we have like 10 males and 4 female. I don't know. It's like really male heavy, so we have a very pretty tank.
Females.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all you're getting from your fish.
Aquahuna, what are you smoking? Colorful schooling fish, and then you just show a great silverfish
reflection. I'd say that the second row, the second one in, is the most accurate adult female picture. But they're great anyways.
It's very disappointing when you go on websites of people that sell fish and they show like the females, or they show a picture like this.
Yeah.
Like,
really? I appreciate them showing the female in addition to, so if you get these, you can get these, but not only. Like, show the males. You need to show the males. People need to know. Look at that fish. What the hell? That is like the most attractive fish. And they're all these colors. The range of colors they show is beyond. Yeah. I just love them.
And we're going straight into, I got a little too close to the mic there. I got a little excited.
Calm down.
The spitfin shiner. Spill up to Terra.
That's a fun word.
All right, so
Spiloptera.
This may not look like much, but I love the silver sheen.
I think
on
this
is like one of the most shiniest, silveriest fish. Every single scale stands out, and I love that about this fish.
It's really pretty.
Now, the females,
whatever. I mean, moving on from that. Back to the pretty
just
fish.
Another like 3-inch fish, no heater, likes a lot of flow, a lot of oxygen, just really fun.
Yeah.
Shiners, you can't go wrong with shiners. I don't know what you can say about one shiner, you can say about them all.
They're just really impressive fish, and they're really underrated fish.
This is my last. We each picked 5. We could have gone longer, but
there was a lot of really cool fish. I was kind of surprised because you don't hear about. The thing that's unfortunate is a lot of these you're not going to find for sale. So it's like if you don't collect or if you don't have a different source, you may have trouble finding these things. But I still think it's worth being aware of. No, I mean, what are you doing there? What's happening?
I'm just leaning back, letting you speak.
Okay, I'm done.
Are you done? Okay.
And I'm done. And back. I'll talk again.
Okay, are you ready for yours?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I don't know what that was.
That was a dog fart.
He's actually laying there, though. That's amazing. Okay. Oh, my God. I love it. Again, with the fins.
Again with the dorsal fin.
So these guys, I'm not a fan of weird, like, inbred, unhealthy, compact fish, but I think this naturally, it kind of reminds me of a molly, and I'm not a big molly fan. It is a killifish, but I just think they have the coolest fins ever, and that compact body with all those bars. Again, he was saying earlier, the barring. I really am a fan of the spots and the stripes. When you have a fish that has both spots and stripes, who needs any bright colors when you have all that patterning? Like
you could say stars and stripes. It's Veterans
Yes,
Day.
You could say this. We saved this
you
one
missed
for
it
last.
Again.
Damn it. We saved this one for last because it's got stars and stripes. That was the grab there. Yeah, do exactly. I mean, this was just a really cool fish. I've never seen them. There's several of these I've never seen before, and I was just so impressed with what we have swimming around here in the United States that it makes me want to seek these things out one day.
You gotta stick to aquabid like glue, even though only 2 people still use aquabid, and one of them is Dan. So
it just should be called Dan's Fish too. I've said this so many times. I'm like, this is just an extension of Dan's Fish. Why are we playing games here?
No flagfish on Veterans Day. This is kind of a flagfish.
And a flagfish was on the thumbnail.
Yeah, we did put flagfish on the thumbnail.
They are the piece de resistance.
But I thought it was too easy of a pick. Kind of like the rainbow shiner, but you have to put the rainbow shiner in.
You can't not. They're the prettiest fish ever.
You forgot a very key detail about this fish.
Oh, yes, they're brackish.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I did forget that. So we did think that was an interesting little, one-off for this
We thought it would
group.
be cool to throw in a little something different.
Yeah, they come from like marshes and wetlands, like brackish water. So I mean, that's nice. Brackish isn't that difficult, honestly. It's if you commit to it, it's just like keeping a freshwater tank. Just you throw some salt in. So.
Oh, Whip lost his membership. Somebody needs to gift a membership. Audra with a $20 super chat. Holy
Thank
smokes,
you,
says, I love
Audra.
me some native fish. come to the Sacramento Aquarium Society auctions, and you can get many of these on the reg.
Yeah, they do have a lot of that kind of stuff, don't they?
Well, we will.
We will be, that will be a thing.
If we can find a house,
And
we will be coming to every single one of those meetings.
I was going to say, and kind of near where it's not too far from where we're looking to be, so it'll be pretty easy to get there.
The ball has dropped.
Which is nice.
What about the Devil's Hole pupfish?
Oh, pupfish pupfish.
The Devil's Hole
They're
pupfish.
so rare,
I don't even
though.
think we're allowed to keep those.
We're not even allowed to look at them. Like, they don't even want you to be near them. They're like, get away from these things.
Hey, Paul, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. I feel like it's been a while.
They really do not want you even think, because those stupid boys went in there and swam with them and killed a bunch of them.
That figures.
It's just pissed me off beyond. I was like, who does this kind of stuff? Like, it says everywhere. And they still went and did this, and these poor fish, a bunch of them died.
Sit up straight. Oh man, I thought I was on this.
Steven.
There we go.
Steven,
what are you doing, buddy?
Steven and Audra, very generous. Thank you very much, sir.
Who got him? Paul.
I know, I'm
Paul's
curious
back.
to see.
Coro, Andy,
Did Whip get lucky?
Renee, Dawn, Brian.
Be
The
right.
moneyless. I can't see it. Shirley. We'll just go Shirley, and don't call me Shirley.
Dang, I was gonna
Dylan.
It makes me think of
Look at all
Modern
these
Family.
lurkers. Oh, they're still going. J-Wise.
Oh, God, sorry. Gross. Hey there, hi there, ho there.
What?
That's from Mickey Mouse Club.
Never watched it.
Oh, I did. They mousercised in the morning to get the day started.
Oh, what's the song? Like
Keymous. Yeah. Who's the leader of the club that's made for you and me? Yeah.
No thanks.
I loved it. I was a big fan.
Steven, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that was really nice. Thank you. I'm always excited for people. The moneyless maven. That's funny. That's Shirley. Okay, got it. Mental note. Jody. Jody. I'm just going to thank Jody at the beginning of every stream regardless for her
Shooter McGavin.
contributions.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
We've just talked about that multiple times recently. That's so funny. Thank you so much.
Where did
Jody.
we go?
That's so nice.
Spencer's. When was the last time anyone's been in a Spencer?
It's the same. Don't worry. Nothing's changed.
It's far worse.
Well, it's worse, but all the stuff's the same. Like I was quite taken by the wall of adult toys. I was like, I didn't know this happened here anymore.
They have that shirt, the Wheaties box with Shooter McGavin on it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jody.
Thank
Wait,
you,
let's
Jody.
see who got it this time. Look at all these lurkers.
I know, I like it.
Ray J, Shooter McGavin, Michael, Geek Boy,
That's
Heroin, okay, Lisa, Joey, Jack, Gregory, Heather. Why does Whip not get anything? No love for Whip.
Oh.
Well, that's 20 new members. Again, don't forget. We get an extra hour after this stream.
Corinne said, I recently discovered pipefish, and it looks like there are some. And yes, that's true. He was accosted by a pipefish.
I was,
it
but
was
it was
amazing.
a saltwater.
I missed it. I didn't get to see it. I was so sad.
So here, I'll tell a story.
It was
because
so
it's really fun.
funny.
So we're about 5 minutes away from the sound, and I was out swimming, and I was like, just swimming and floating around, and something bit me in the chest.
Yeah, I heard him.
And I was like,
somebody
what?
bit me.
I was like, something bit me. And she's like, what? I'm like, there's literally nothing around me. And then it happened again. I'm like, what? So I started doing this. I'm like, what is on me? And then eventually I see
That's what he did.
it's a pipefish pulling at my chest hair, pulling my chest hairs out.
Poor thing, so hungry. He's like,
And I was-
whatever.
And it was probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches.
cool is
and it was
that?
it was really thin, so I couldn't even see it in I'm floating in the waves and stuff. I was really far out, I don't do the shallow
I'm
stuff.
so
That's boring.
jealous that.
And I was like, oh my God, it's a pipefish. And I followed it around because, they don't move very fast. And
So cool.
yeah, I've never
Very
seen.
jealous.
I have swam out there so many times, and I've seen flounders. There's a myriad of crabs and other fry.
There's about 4 billion crabs there, by the
And
way.
I've never.
Did
I've never
Jody
seen
do
a
it
pipefish.
again?
I
Or
think so.
What is happening? Is that what happened again?
Jody.
Jody.
I said MVP for a reason.
I can
Hey,
have
Pavilion
words for how nice
ends.
it is.
All right. Look at all these lurkers. Pavilion, Jason.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Wally's Freshwater Aquatics.
Warren.
I like that, Wally World. Randy, Steve, Dustin, Alexa.
Hello.
Into the Future. Oh, no, you already were a member. Never mind.
So, forget you. Okay.
Did I say stiff detent?
I
That's
really
the best part about this.
I really
is all the
enjoy
names.
these names. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you, Jody.
DM Aquatics, Mike, welcome back.
And then Mike. Like all those and Mike.
Stiff detent and Mike.
Featuring Mike.
Jenna P, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Jenna.
Aquatic Moose says I must have upset the algorithm. Yeah, I feel like they must have changed. Like
There's a
maybe Zen
disturbance
knows
in the
something.
force.
Something's changed because it used to be by activity.
Yeah, it hasn't been because like with Ross too. I was really surprised. How many times did people try and get Ross? Didn't work.
Yeah, Danger Noodle, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny. It was a really cool experience. Even though I had no idea what was going on.
I'm so jealous. Like I've never been like chased by a pipefish. How sad for
or
me.
attacked.
Yeah, or attacked by one, nonetheless. Yeah, exactly.
I forgot to change the background video. It's been this one for a couple weeks. I got to make a new one.
I love those guys. Those are some of my favorite fish to keep. Those little neon blues.
You know, I could probably that's what I'll do. All the compilation videos I've been making, I can just make like one giant.
Could do that.
Have to take out all the text, which would be kind of a pain, but
I mean, or just deal with it. Like people might want to know.
Speaking of text, it's only on some of them. I don't know what I was thinking with this video.
Interesting.
This is one of the first ones I did, so.
If you kept the right species like mummy chog or sheephead minnows, do you think you could keep a brackish pond in a greenhouse? Yeah, I think you could.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you couldn't.
The only reason I don't like brackish is because of the lack of plants.
Yeah, it does limit you a lot on things, but there's some cool species for sure.
Steven says, you think the whole chat would be green before I start going into the lurkers? Yeah, it's really bizarre.
Yeah, that is interesting. Stiff D10 beat me to the punch.
You don't even have to sign up for each individual channel anymore, so I generally think they have to cycle through all the names.
Oh, That's interesting. Oh, yeah, Whip was on vacation. On vacay.
I did get a membership tonight, Foxy's Fishes, without even being in the stream. Interesting.
Amazing.
Wait, where'd it go?
His chest hair back in. It never left, baby. I couldn't not win for like 4 months, and now I can't buy one. Seriously, though.
No, that's so funny.
No, it was ridiculous. That's why we were like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, Paul got one, too.
Mike says, I added Anubias and Java Fern to my brackish tank yesterday. Fingers crossed.
Sending good thoughts for you, buddy, but I feel like the Java Fern will be all right before the Anubias would. But I hope
I'll
good
keep
thoughts
them in
for
my
you.
prayers.
Yeah. I'm thinking good thoughts. You never know.
I mean, wonder.
It could happen. I think it would just be a slow thing, you know? It's like it just kind of doesn't thrive.
I wonder what the minimum salinity you could do to keep the fish happy.
Depends on the fish.
And if you could get it so low that like these plants would actually
I think if you had a fish that like vacillates between freshwater and brackish, you could probably get away with.
Good word.
I use that word a lot. I like that word.
Vacillate.
Yeah. I could have just said to
Mountaintop,
go back and forth
what's up, buddy?
But that's boring.
Wow, Whip's got another 5 glorious days.
Wow. That's a vacation, huh? That's exciting.
Oh, Regina says, yeah, I've gotten memberships to channels I almost never watch. Found out.
Weird.
Oh, they send you an email. I've never been gifted a sub or a membership, so I do not qualify.
What's that, Mountaintop?
Yeah, mangroves, like the only thing you can do in brackish.
Yeah, well, that's their right up their alley.
Boring.
Yeah, I know, it is boring. I like it with reptiles, like aquatic, like monitor, like water monitors. Hey, buddy, you were laying down so nicely.
I don't think I plan on doing mud skippers anytime soon. I'm sure I will eventually before I die,
cool. Yeah,
but it's not
cool.
on my list of things to keep right now. Go lay down.
I've tried them, or I had one because it was an African and it did not go well, and I was quite sad.
Oh, go lay down.
Now he's quite sad. I want to try the other 3 species I can get a hold of.
There are certain seagrasses and valsinaria that are either fresh or salt tolerant. Yeah, so where I swim in the Sound, there is just a ton of some type of valsinaria.
Yeah, it's like it's.
And I like to go.
thin.
So if you go out to where it's about 10 feet, give or take. Then it's like at my feet as I'm floating, and then I like to dive down and like swim through the valve. It's pretty cool. Thoughts and prayers for my aquarium plants. Yep.
I mean, it could go either way.
All the cool people are here today. I'd also like to thank people that are using our discount codes because we got a pretty good amount of sales the last couple days. So cheers to y'all that are taking advantage of that. We have discount codes for the Wet Spot Dance Fish and Moonlight Aquatics. And
The Wet
they
Spot
should be
has had some cool stuff recently.
should be down below in the description. If I was smart, they'd be scrolling across the screen, but you know.
But they're not.
It's not like this is my job or anything, so cut me some slack.
Oops. I'm seeing if they still have the Regani at the Wet Spot. Because I feel like if they do, for the love of Pete, somebody go buy them. No, wait. Gone. Gone. Never mind. They're gone. All right. Just
Dead and go.
If anybody got any of those Regani in this stream, I would love to know because they're amazing. Oh, they already got that thing on. Look at that.
They get a lot of cool fish.
Yeah.
There's
albino thread fins. Love those.
albino thread fins.
Love those. That's a good price too.
We're gonna be making a video not on these guys, but the slender, right?
Yeah,
That's
the Tenanti. Yep.
We're working on a video of buffalo heads, and I would say like this is a must-have fish.
It's a massively underrated fish.
I have stayed away from this fish for so long because, well. Because they breed like guppies, and I was just like, what do I do with all the fry? Like, so there's what's that? Bridges Pet Store keeps these, and every time I go in there, they're just beating everything up, and there's millions of fry everywhere, and I'm just like, I don't want that in my tank. But they are the most Chelsea got some, brought them home. They're the most entertaining fish. They are so fun. They're just derpy little goofballs.
I've kept them for years, because I kept them in my West African setups, and I started out with just the Steatocranus cassowarius, like you see there, the regular buffalo head. And I will say that they are much more prolific than the slenders. But then when I saw the slenders, they reminded me of a Muppet, and so I was like, I have to have these. I started keeping those, and I had those for years and loved them. And so when I had the opportunity to get more, I was like, oh, we have to get some. And we got them when they were little peanuts. They were little tiny things. And they're all adults now. Females stay tiny compared to the males. It's like the males will get 5 inches. Females are like 2.5, 3 inches.
Yeah. So like I've never kept them, so I'm not an expert on them. And so when they're, I don't know when it was, but I was like, is that the same species? Because the female was so much smaller.
So tiny. It's
and
ridiculous.
looks like they don't. So the slenders, they get these gigantic heads.
Heads are
It's so
huge.
bonkers. But the females don't. And I'm
No.
like, do you have 2 species in here?
Yeah, and it does look confusing because they do look really different just because of the head shape and everything, but they're just that's the size they get. The females stay very, very small. And we have the main male, the one who's in charge in our tank. He is hilarious. Like, he loves to look at himself in the camera, like on the phone when I'm filming, and he'll come out and just stare at himself for like 20 minutes. I could film him all day because he's like Derek Zoolander. He just starts posing and like jumping around. And their reduced swim bladder is probably my favorite part because of the way that they move, and they live in the rapids, and they like to cling to rocks. They're very similar to like a goby or a darter, but they're a cichlid, and it's just the coolest combination ever.
Over here they call them blockhead cichlids. Yes, I have
Lion head
that.
cichlids, buffalo heads. They have a lot of different names, but to me, the slenders look like Muppets. They belong in a Jim Henson lineup.
So we got a short coming out tomorrow of the slender buffalo heads, and you're gonna see this goofy dude, and I guarantee it'll make you want some. You may not make you want some, but it'll definitely make you like them.
The color on the males, because they get this like pretty blue and yellow, they're really attractive. They're really pretty fish. I know they just look kind of gray, but they have blue eyes, and they're really, really pretty. They're a great fit, and they're freaking like $12 to $20. They're so cheap.
Paul says Wet Spot finally got Maculata in, and I've got
Yeah.
a group coming tomorrow.
I'm
Hopefully
thinking
I'll
good-
get at least one pair of
Thinking
them.
good thoughts for you, Paul.
Good luck.
I've had so many issues with any dichrosis I've had trouble with, and not at first, but after a few months, and Dan and I had this conversation the first time we went there, and I was like, what is it? He's like, I don't know, I have the same problem. Like, we both were like, what the hell?
Here
Like,
they are. I'll show you.
the spade tail, yeah, they're so pretty. I actually Drove all the way to Ocean Aquarium in San Francisco to get a pair.
From here.
Poor Justin the owner had to dig this whole tank apart and said his wife was laughing. She's like, for the first time in 23 years, we drained this tank just to get these gosh dang checkerboard cichlids that then died after like 3 months.
Easy with the language.
What?
Jeez.
What now?
Gosh dang.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to keep this.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Gee, Merry Christmas.
I'm so inappropriate. Yeah, it's funny when males are so large compared to females, but some species it just be like that.
I'm also gonna tell you guys right now. This fish, you'll probably never see this fish for $5 again.
They're so good. They're such good fish.
Yeah, the Haplosoma habrosum. That's so stupid. Get yourself a ton of these right now, because
yeah, I would.
Prices are going up.
They are great fish too. They're really cool. I love watching them.
And the spined loach.
Yes.
We have actually these spine loaches are in with our buffalo heads.
That's true.
And they do really well together.
They do actually do. I'm surprised they don't compete for food, but they really don't have any issues. The only fish in that tank that just get bombarded when it's time to eat are the spotted Congo puffers. They don't bother. Nobody bothers them ever. But when they're eating snails, every single fish in that tank just starts trying to jump right in front of them and grab them, and it's pretty funny. And they get so frustrated. Yeah,
Brennan guy says you rarely seem to see habroses as it is, let alone $5. I warned y'all about the Histatus. They were $5. I said they're going up. Now they're $10 plus.
That's crazy.
Now it's not going to be that extreme because there's a ton of people breeding this fish. So it's not going to get too much more expensive, but the price will probably go up.
That's just like electric blue carp. Now I see the tiny little 1.5 inchers for $20, and they used to be like $7.99. It's crazy.
Get your futures fish market here. What are you investing in?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is...
your futures investment in the fish market.
Yeah.
I made a ton on the Histatus.
Cichlid talk.
Doubled my money from $5 to $10.
I mean, come on now.
It's a pretty good investment. Local
fish store has a buttload of habrosis. Great, go buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't buffalo heads aggressive? I would not say they're aggressive. I'd say they're semi-aggressive. I would put them in that category like I would 99% of cichlids. When you have multiple adult males in one tank that's too small, they will bicker and one of them will reign supreme. If you have enough room, it's fine. You need a lot of line of sight breaks and you need rock piles everywhere. They want their own rocks. They dig little caves under the rocks. But I wouldn't consider them an overly aggressive species. I feel like I've heard a lot of people say things like they're aggressive. I'm like, no, you just need enough room for them. I'd say if you wanted like 3 males and maybe 6 females, 75 and up. Bare minimum, with tons of rocks and hardscape and stuff. But no, they're not aggressive.
Regina says, was that a West? Did you actually get served an ad?
Huh?
There should be no ads on the live stream.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you actually got served an ad or if you're just like...
Oh, we're like, go to the wet spot.
Yeah.
Well,
if you actually got like a rolling ad in this live stream.
If we're the ad, then yes, that is accurate.
That should be a no.
Yeah, no real ads, but ads from... I noticed they've had some good stuff recently, so it's exciting.
Also, we have ignored Curtis.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Right
Old
on
faithful,
schedule.
I love it.
Sen Ginger says, well, still no 5-year badge. Now I'm sad. You got to wait for the 6-year.
Oh, that's the 5-year badges. You wait for the 6-year. Mm-hmm. That's it. I like them apples.
I'm just waiting for Zen to send me a 5-year badge, and then I will upload it to YouTube.
A pair of Ivanocara bimaculata seems to have formed. They both always have been super fired up, like to be together, but no spawning activity. I think I should maybe separate them. You could. What's your pH? And like, I'm just, because I've heard they have to be like 4 to 5, like really low to get them to do anything. But I mean, that's what people said about the Drachenfelsi, and we've got a bunch of subadults right now, so I know that stranger things have happened.
Dang it, there was a comment
You could separate them, though. There wouldn't be anything wrong with separating them.
Where did it go? The Steenfott secretly controlling the market. Yep. Mm-hmm. I just use my influence on all these retailers.
Yeah.
Put pressure on them. Stop the supply. Jack up the prices.
No more habrosis for any of you.
Boy, I've just lost a lot of comments. So if you had a question, feel free to re-ask questions if we don't answer it, because
whoops.
You guys are like on fire tonight. I love it. Lots of chat going on here.
Cody, you guys ever kept a Kenyan gold cichlid? I don't know about my little buddy in that. I've never. No.
No, because they can be very angry and they're very prolific. And,
not a good combination.
Just not for, I would say, our style of
Yeah.
aquariums. I mean, I do love African cichlids, but
I don't.
I do not love that one. I don't like the Erotis.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. The Mangino, as I like to call it.
Does anybody watch The Mighty Boosh? Does anybody know Old Greg? Anyways, you would know what I'm talking about then.
Cheryl says, Jody, congrats on the spawn. I was dishing up dinner. Oh, now, okay, so that's
Jody,
what I was
what'd you spawn? I'm sorry.
This is why I lost my place in chat, because I was
Son of a
looking for
biscuit.
Jody saying what was spawned.
I think it might have been quite a while up there, quite a ways up there.
Fishcapades says, I need more tanks. Don't we all? There's Ross. We were talking about you earlier.
Ew. Your pH is 7.4, but they're separated out, drop to the mid fives. I think then, yeah, separate them and drop it, because that's what I think needs to happen for those guys, from what I understand from people that have spawned them.
We got a newish here. Pond Puppies says newish here.
Pond,
Hi,
yeah,
everyone.
I haven't noticed pond
Welcome.
puppies. It's like
Welcome.
pound puppies, but pond puppies. I
I
like
hope
it.
you enjoy your stay.
Yes, it's quite a good time. The breeder thinks they'd probably try to spawn even in my water, but he thinks the fry may not survive without the lower pH in soft water, but they can be acclimated. Yeah, no, they have no problem living in, neutral or like a little more like harder water, but I still feel like, yeah, ideally to get them to be successful, it's Blue Galaris. Blue Galaris.
Blue
That's a
Galaris,
good
okay.
one. Congratulations.
Did I miss it again? Where? Oh, Blue Glar.
She repeated herself. Thank you, Jody. Sorry about that. Pond puppies.
My eyes are just not working tonight.
I never do.
I have like half the lighting I normally have,
Yeah,
and
and
it's
it's really
still really bright.
It's
I'm gonna have to
true.
get like sunglasses, but then it's gonna be reflections.
Future's so bright, you need shades.
I gotta wear shades.
Whatever. What I pay normally. It's true.
What a sucker.
Oh, he pays like a normal person. Come on. Ugh, just always drooling on me forever and always.
I'm sorry. I'll try to control it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Joseph, gifted membership.
You win.
Caitlin is here.
Thank
Hello,
you,
Caitlin. How
Nancy.
many dwarf gold barbs and dwarf horseface loaches? I love that fish. They taste so good.
The way you said
I'd
that.
love them to come out more, and I know the more there are, the more they come out. Okay, wait, let me read this again.
Yeah, reread that, please.
How many dwarf gold barbs and dwarf
In a
horse
40. Oh,
face
okay.
loaches? I forgot. I think you bought 12?
She has 12 horse face, I believe. But for the gold barbs, I'd say in a 40, we have 12, I think, in our 40.
We have like 20.
Do we have more than that?
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay, put 20 in there.
I
I would think they'd be
I will
fine.
say it looks a bit cramped, and
They get kind of, not big, but they get round, They have kind of a deeper body. So, I don't know, like 12 to 15 comfortably. But then you could always add more of the dwarf horseface loaches, I think.
Bob, did you move your pond in yet? No.
The turtles came in.
I did. Yeah, I drained the pond. The turtles came in, and so the turtles are inside, and they're much happier because it was like 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, it got real cold, and they...
real fast.
Yeah.
And it's freezing here now.
Mm-hmm.
The rice fish are still outside, and
They'll be
the
fine.
gold white clouds and
They'll
the
be
gold fish are
Mhm.
still outside,
They'll
and
be fine.
they've been outside now for years and years and years.
Yeah,
So
they'll be fine.
I still don't know how my gold white clouds are still alive.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Because I've had them for 5 years now, and they look so good.
They're big.
When I almost wanted to bring them inside because they look so good, and I was like, no, the reason
Don't
you
mess
look so
with it.
good is
Yep.
because they're outside.
Outside fish are a different kind of pretty. They just get like the shrimp that we kept outside were absolutely gorgeous. I'm thinking about getting a rimless
yeah,
tank.
I was just looking at that one.
I can say right now, I think that's great. It depends on a lot of factors. Like, I don't think there's never a reason not to get a rimless tank unless it's like, you want something giant and it's going to cost $1 bazillion. But I have been obsessed with those rimless cubes they have at Petco forever. They're just so ridiculously overpriced, but I think they're beautiful.
I do love the rimless cube.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple rimless tanks. I have one of all the co-op rimless tanks, and then I have an ADA rimless.
Oh yeah.
I don't care for them because they don't fit like in a fish room, right? Like you have like a row of 40s.
Not standard sizing.
Yeah, so it makes it a little difficult. And Nancy B, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate it.
Ma'am.
And Caitlin, thanks for 29 months. I hope we answered your question, but I forget how many you have. Oh, here we go. They are currently in the 75. They like to hide in the hardscape. They come out more in the plants. Are you talking about the loaches or the barbs?
She's talking about the loaches.
Our barbs also hide in the hardscape in plants, but
Yeah.
they do also come out.
They dart in and out, like
Yeah.
they go.
It's really
all
fun to
over.
watch.
Yeah, but no, I think I think the horse face are what you have in there, the dwarf horse face, right?
32 gifted subs so
Thank
far.
you, Tiffany.
Tiffany, thank you so much. Still not whip. Here, I'll see. I'll get whip
Jeez
right now. I got you whip. Let's see.
Fingers, fingies. Who's it gonna be? How's it gonna be?
One of these days, when I'm rich, I'm gonna match memberships. Every gifted membership, I'm gonna give one. Who was it? Oh, Catfish Craig. All right.
Craig's Catfish Cave.
I'm not sad about that.
Oh my God, Arlo. Good Lord.
And thank you, Steenfott Aquatics, for the one gifted sub. We appreciate it.
Shut up. God.
What?
Cool. No love for the tall, hairy one. What? 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 Look at those black rice fish. So pretty.
See, look. Thank you, Steenfott Aquatics, for the gifting one
Ross, your milestone went unmentioned. Where was it?
sub. What?
Right there. Boom. He was black. That makes me laugh every time. Believe me, if I would have seen that, I would have commented.
I told you, y'all are on fire tonight. I love it. I haven't been... I don't know why everyone is so chatty-catty tonight, but it's a nice change of pace. You're keeping me on my toes.
That gets me right in the funny bone, that one.
Xanadudu says, lots of new members. Welcome all.
Yeah, hey, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, Jody, where did...
Hi, Dr. Nick.
she had more. Jody says, also just found another hill stream spawn in both my breeding tanks.
Ooh, that's nice.
Soelia, I cannot read that.
Where?
It's too far away from me.
Oh, I can't
Do you
even
see it? It's right here.
Oh, Albasuera.
And Soelia
Lineolata.
Yeah, what you said.
That one I got.
I'm hoping to bring back some hill streams on this trip. I'm honestly not even sure which ones they have in stock
Skedaddle,
currently.
buddy.
I should
Go on now.
look.
Arlo, go lay down. I can't be.
Go lay down.
Thank you.
Boy, if Sadie listens to you as well as Arlo, you're in trouble.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think I'll have trouble there.
Where did loaches go? I can't find loaches.
They are with something
Botias
else.
and here we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's another one before them. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna go shopping real quick. Let's see.
Come shopping with me.
Borneo sucker loach? No, I think I'm gonna skip on those because they're just assorted species. I don't want that.
We need the actual real stuff. I
Um,
don't think it's not looking good.
Oh, I might have to get some pygmy multi-stripe loaches.
It'd be
Those are so
gastromyzon,
cool.
wouldn't it? Because that's.
Your
Oh, there you go.
gastromycon.
Shut
I could get some lineata. I mean,
Don't just get them to get them.
these are $6 at Petco though. So
Yeah, and they actually looked really good. Our
Mhm.
Petco had some really nice look. They're big.
let's see the spotted. Maybe I was hoping for
Where's the
something a
red?
little
Like,
different.
Is there like something exciting here?
Oh man, they don't have anything.
No, they really don't. Well, we're going on Friday. They could get.
Oh yeah, I
stuff
haven't
in,
got the new
so-
fish list yet. I'd really like to try these guys. I
Ooh,
really like
love that pattern.
They're like a Borneo,
it's
but
like sand sharks. That's very cool.
prettier. And yes, this is the one that Jody has that I also wanted. This is the one I almost got
Aw.
last time we were there.
Yeah.
They had these ones.
They're more compact. I feel.
This
like.
is what I really like these
That's
guys.
fun.
I like these more than the lineata.
They're very pretty.
The lineata.
Lineolata.
Lineata.
Okay, thank you for that. Thanks for that visual.
I did that off camera, obviously, for a reason. You guys will never know what I just did.
I'm sure everyone's dying to know.
Anyways, well, that's a bummer.
I guess I'll just lay in bed. Bob commanded us to lay down. It's funny you say that because my grandpa is like, he was always so nice. His voice was always so like calm and grandpa-y. And then when he would yell at the dog to lay down, we all would like sit down because he was like, down. And it sounded like it was coming from the heavens or something. It's pretty funny.
Curtis said the stream made me want rainbow darters and rainbow shiners real bad. They're
Get 'em
such
both.
easy fish to care for, too.
Keep them together and you'll be very happy.
Tiffany White, member for 60 friggin' months.
Wow.
5 years. How did that happen?
Tiffany.
You totally got me hooked on rainbows.
That's
Awesome.
crazy.
Tiffany.
That's very nice.
Tiffany is an OG
Loyal.
of the channel for sure.
Down for the cause. I like it.
Sometimes I like to go back to the beginning and just like see all the comments and see who's still here.
Yeah.
All the suckers that have hung around.
Don't feel bad. He calls me a sucker all the time.
You got
so.
nothing better to do than to watch this channel. I mean,
We're all
we
suckers.
appreciate it. We're really thankful.
Jody, you have the gold ring Hillstream from Dan's. Yeah, those are pretty.
Oh. Where are you? Can we like do a fish room
Where
tour?
are you, Joe? Just go ahead and out yourself. Where are you? Can we get like exact longitude and latitude of where you are? Thanks.
I need somebody to send me some fish because I have the greatest unboxing video
God.
idea ever.
He really is like hot to do this.
I am like so hot to do it.
Somebody needs
71 freaking months. Look at that. He's almost at 6 years.
Oh, that's Fish Tank Barn going, wait, 60 months? Okay, calm down, because here, I'm going to do this real quick.
He is the third longest member.
Yeah, that is an accomplishment.
He's
for
almost
sure.
at 6 years, yeah. Guess I am a sucker.
I guess so. Like,
Maybe that'll be like the 72-month badge will be a sucker fish.
that's really good. That's really good. Just
I hate when people call them sucker
I know,
fish.
it's so annoying.
I want one of them
Like,
sucker fishes.
how many different fish could that be categorized? There's so many different fish that suck. Like, so let me just pinpoint that for you real quick.
Let me get you some Oratus because they suck.
Yeah.
Let me get you some
Africans.
common plecos.
Oh, I feel bad for them. But yeah, no. No.
Hey, I like them.
I
They're
do
just
too.
should not be in the hobby.
I think they're one of the most when you see a full, like, giant sized common pleco, it's so impressive.
And you always glaze over it. So we
Yeah.
were at a different Petco.
That's right.
And in their plant tank, there was two giant. Obviously, someone surrendered them.
a foot
But we're
and a
just
half.
like, look at all the plants they have in here, and the
Didn't
little
even see
waterfall
'em.
thing. And then all of a sudden, like, whoa, where'd this thing? It's like
Yeah.
right out in front.
Just
We don't
like
even see
sitting
it.
there, like doing nothing, which is what they do. So, I bet that would feel so cool.
Leo says, "Does Bob suck?" No, I don't go that way. But more power to you if you do. So
God, of course.
have fun, buddy.
That's the way that.
His hat is gray. It looks black because he's sweating.
What?
No, it's a black hat.
It is a black hat. It's not. It's actually quite cool here.
I remember a great episode was testing breather bags in your driveway. That was pretty fun. Literally just chucking them as far as I can. And then I had my friend, I was driving my Jeep. I was doing like 35, and I would like throw this package at my Jeep as I drive by.
That's right. I think I do recall that.
And then it hit the window and shattered. But the fish, the goldfish crackers that were inside the
We're
breather
fine,
bags
unharmed.
were fine. Except they were soggy
Mutilated. Yeah.
and
Ugh. Twice the size.
looked like they'd been in the mail for about 3
It's
months.
like a dead body.
But the bag didn't pop.
I have one loach in the 75 rainbow tank. He or she is always out swimming with crushing on the RBs. So awesome to watch. They are very fun to watch. Very fun to watch.
Bracken Fish Fanatic says, you guys missed out some fun at the GSAS auction on Saturday. There was also the G-Pass auction on Sunday. We are just entirely too busy. I was actually drop you some insider info. I was at Cory's house a couple days ago. Well, this would have been last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know what day it was. But Dean was also there, and he's like, so you coming to the auction? I'm like, no, probably not.
No, thank you.
Just got way too much stuff to do. It's pretty hectic
And the
around here these
Seahawks
days.
even had a bye, too, so it would have been a little bit easier to do it, but no.
Even though it was on
But no.
Saturday.
I thought it was on Sunday.
No, G-Pass.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do that now. They actually, like, make sure that they're not overstepping.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to deal with it that evil. Like, that traffic is gross.
Anyone ever tried to smear their dinner on a pane of glass before eating it? It could be.
I mean, that's Stranger Things. That's funny.
Does fluoride in tap water affect fish health? Yes, it affects all our health.
I was
It
going to
is
say, that's bad for all of
poison.
us. Like, none of us need that.
Funny you should mention that because the Japanese just did a study and they're calling it one of the most harmful chemicals ever.
It is.
And for some reason, we're just dumping it in our water.
It's
because
awful. It's awful.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go down the fluoride train,
but it's not good.
don't drink fluoride, people. It's not good for your teeth. It's not good for
No,
anything.
it does nothing but.
And I'm not a dentist, so don't take my advice.
What about that fifth dentist?
I got into a little side tangent. I got into an argument because someone was like drinking fluoride, and they're like, I have sensitive teeth. It's for my teeth. I'm like, when you swallow, what part of it
What
touches
part
your feet?
about
Are you
to
like
say-
swishing it around in your mouth?
I have to know who this was.
Like-
Like, my God.
Oh, let me see. None of it touched my teeth, so there's no fluoride in there anyways, but well,
That
actually
is
there might be.
weird to say.
Anyways.
Hey, calm down over there, Growly.
Chelsea, I thought California didn't dump it in our water.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure California is definitely.
Yeah, they for sure do.
Mhm.
For sure. I don't, and also, if they, I rarely believe things when they say they don't do them. Like, oh, we don't do that. Yeah, you do. BS.
Brenda got, yep, I don't, yeah, fluoridated. I remember this vividly as a kid. Remember looking at the toothpaste and it says call poison control if swallowed, and I was like,
Yeah.
Mom, why am I putting this in my mouth?
I also remember that and I remember thinking
I was like in second grade.
I was so scared to swallow toothpaste. I remember like thinking, oh my God, I can't swallow. I can't. If I swallow this, I'm going to die. It's like gum, except that was not real, but this is. So my local fish store had a sturgeon in their indoor pond. You know, it's okay. Here's the thing. They had sturgeon at my local fish store as well. And they specifically said, because I made a comment about it. I was talking to one of the owners and I was like, you got sturgeon over there, huh? And he's like, yeah, I'm really trying to make people understand that if they have large in-ground outdoor ponds, that's what these are for. Because, you know, you should still be able to have access to certain things if you can keep them correctly. But people would want to put them in like a 75-gallon tank. He's like, yeah, they could be there for about 3 days and then they need to come out. So
glad I don't have chloramine in my tap water. That's another really nasty one.
they also have that with my water. I know that was that was a thing.
Very, very bad.
Portland is voting on a fluoridated water again this season. Yeah, I don't know why anybody would vote for it. I don't even understand. But I don't understand that.
Yeah. So RODI is pretty much the only way to get rid of fluoride out of your water. There's no other way. Which is why RODI is very good for our fish tanks.
Eel pit is amazing. Yeah, that is kind of a cool. I've seen that. Eels are just really cool. Like real, true eels. Very cool.
Bracken says, yeah, Dean said he was there till midnight. Wow. And time flies when fish are involved. Yep.
That's a late night.
They were cutting up racks when I was there.
Oh. If fluoride in the water is so beneficial to dental health, why do kids get cavities? Yeah, no kidding.
Let's just put this to rest. We know the most fluoridated country is England, and what are they known for?
Oof.
Not healthy teeth.
Yeah.
No offense to any English that are in here, but let's be honest.
It's not good.
So anyways, let's just get it back to fish here.
Anyways, how did we get on a full... Yeah, that's interesting.
What other conspiracies can we get into?
I do make RODI for my soft water tanks.
Joy of fish keeping. Hello, all.
Jose. Here. He said Jose here.
Joy of fish keeping. Jody says, I feel fortunate to have well water. Yeah.
We have partial well water.
I'm confident I'm healthier after getting an RO system. It was for the fish, but figured I should stick to drinking that too. So that's actually can be harmful to drink water that it has zero minerals, because your body will start stealing minerals out of your bones. So you shouldn't drink RODI water unless you are remineralizing.
There's a similar phenomenon with carbonated water. I know because I drink a lot of it, and I talked to my doctor, who I actually had a doctor for years that I trusted, and I asked her, I was like, is this as good as drinking regular water? I know this is a stupid question. She's like, it is. It does exactly what regular water does, but it leaches calcium from your bones because there's no minerals or anything in it, like it's just, there's nothing. So
any experience with... Can you see that? I can't
pure
see it,
cichlids. Pure cichlids. I don't know. No.
Not me. I think isn't that a central?
I feel like it's a large cichlid.
I'm pretty sure that's a central.
Which I don't mess with a ton of Central Americans other than like the Cahicas or Nanaluteus or... Oh, it's pretty though. Yeah, I've the Pantano cichlid. I've seen it before. I know what that is. I think it's really pretty. It looks like a giant rainbow cichlid, which is another central that I've kept and I enjoy. Little too big for my britches.
What is the size? Let's see.
It looks large.
7 to 8 inches. That's pushing it for me.
That's not that bad. But still, it looks very, I mean, deep-bodied fish like that and Central Americans. I don't know. I don't gravitate towards it as much, but I think that's a really pretty fish.
I think that's probably about as big as I would take, 7 to 8 inches, and I realized what that sounded like as it came out of my mouth. So
I heard it as soon as I said it.
Let's just move on. Let's just forget that happened. All right.
That was good.
Let's just look at some
that
fish.
That was perfect.
Anyways.
Oh, remineralized. Fine. Fair enough. There
Okay. Good.
Covered. All good.
It's kind of round and chunky. I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's a cool looking fish.
I'm not a huge Central American person.
It kind of looks like a saltwater fish to me, honestly.
Wait, it is Central American, right?
The shape. It should be.
Range. Do you see where it says range?
Origin, Pantano, native freshwater, Central America.
Central America, there we go.
But
the thing I don't like about Central American cichlids is that they all seem to look alike.
Yeah, they are very.
They're kind of like this dull pastel-y color.
The only large, I just said this earlier, the large Central American that I loved are the Nicaraguan cichlids. I think they are gorgeous, and I have been tempted several times by them.
Yesser says, "What did I come into? I don't know. You have to ask her." So anyways.
Oh my God.
This is really taking a left turn.
This is devolving quite quickly here. Yeah, I know. Save some for the member stream. There's going to be nothing left. It's going to be all drained by the time we get there.
Let's be honest. That's why y'all are here.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
Makes me sleep better at night. Hey, there's the code. Dan's Fish. Steenfott Aquatics.
Go buy some fish.
Jaguars.
Fish right
I mean, if there was ever a situation where I won the lottery and had unlimited tank space, I would get Haitiensis cichlids.
Yeah, you like those.
But that's about it, and I realize that's like a basketball size fish, but again,
I still love a true parrot, and they get quite large.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're a very personable fish, also, which I enjoy.
Bob, save talk like that for the member stream.
I've had a waru. I like waru a lot.
Hey, to be fair, we're not sponsored, so I can pretty much say whatever I want. Like I don't have to worry about sponsors.
I do what I want.
So yeah, I do what I want. How are your Upper Atabapo Laticara doing? We lost one. It's a very sad situation.
I get really
so
sad.
we had one that got
struggling.
I don't know why, decided to swallow a snail.
He's fine though.
Oh, it wasn't that one?
It was he's fine. So but this was a whole thing. So I look at this, I look in there and I see his mouth's wide open and he can't close it, and I was like panicked immediately. So long story short, we ended up netting him out, holding them in the water, and I had to get a pair of our tongs and fish this snail shell out of this fish's mouth. And I was so paranoid the whole time because I thought if I slip even a tiny bit, I'm stabbing my fish to death. And he's trying to hold him, and of course, no fish wants to be held. Fish are not just gonna lay there.
Real quick, Nancy says, "I believe this stream is sponsored by Jody."
Yeah, that's true story.
Yeah,
that's true story.
The last couple have been, so
seriously,
we appreciate it.
But yeah, we successfully removed snail from the male's mouth, and then a month and a half after that, the female started just swimming weird.
Very lethargic. Yeah. Was still chunky though.
Yeah, looked fine, but then I thought for a minute it was bloat, but it wasn't bloat. It was we have no idea. Every fish in that tank is fine. Yeah, and
we really tried.
It took probably 2 months, and it was a very hard thing to watch, and I miss her.
And even when she passed, she still looked 100% normal.
Yeah, she didn't look. There was no damage. There was no.
Just one of those weird things. We're definitely gonna try to get more if they ever become available again. We did get them to spawn twice.
Yeah.
And the second time, I was like, we should pull the eggs. And you were like, let's let them.
I really thought they could do it.
We're both proponents of letting the fish raise their fry. And with cichlids, sometimes it can take a couple spawns. So we're like, well, let's give them one more try.
And they were so healthy. We had them for so long that I was like, who cares? Who cares? It just doesn't matter, And then she got sick. And I was like, well, dang, that sucks. Yeah, snails can be a problem. In the West African tank, when I dump snails in for the puffers, I've told you all the other fish go after them, and the buffalo head will eat them. And I see them swallow them, and I don't know if they spit them out. And I'm like, how does that work? What is going on there? I don't know. Weird.
I don't know why I remember this, but Johnny, about an hour ago, asked if there's going to be some type of giveaway for 100K. We'll do something. We do have a baby on the way, so things are a little tight. So I don't know how much stuff we can afford to give away, but I do plan on doing something. I just don't know what that is yet. Maybe we can work with some of our affiliate stores and maybe get some gift cards or something. I'm not sure, but it's gonna try to figure out something. Or I'll turn off memberships at 99,000 and then just keep it there forever. So we'll see.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. How about dollar sunfish? They are colored like long ears but stay smaller. Dollar sunfish. I'm trying to picture that. I don't know.
I'm not familiar with a dollar sunfish. Let's look it up.
Curious now. I always wonder if common names, if I know what it is, you know what I mean? I just never heard it referred to as such. I mean, that happens a lot.
Paste and go.
Ooh, those are pretty. They look like pumpkin sunfish.
Yeah.
Which are another really cool one, the pumpkin sunfish. How about those? Pretty. Yeah, I love the shape.
There's a good photo.
Yeah, that's nice. Spiky. I like spiky looking fish like that.
Lapomus marginatus.
How many marginatus are in the flippin' there's so many different types of marginatus. Yeah, Caitlin, you almost did it with your spotted Congo. Yeah, it's scary as hell when that happens. I get really nervous sometimes watching when all the other fish go after the snails. I'm like, don't do it, man. I don't want to ever have to do that again. Because there was no way in hell that fish was getting that snail out of its mouth. It would have just suffered and died slowly. So I'm very grateful because he's fine now. He's fine. So
Zen says, I don't think you could turn off subs altogether. I know. I was just joking because, I got to do the whole hat reveal at 100K.
Yeah.
Even though I've done it 100 times.
I was going to say,
already.
I feel like that's old news now.
To be fair, that is a 5-year-old thing, and most of those people are gone. And
They couldn't hold on long enough.
Gone. They didn't make it.
They couldn't.
They didn't make it to 100K. I've offended most of them by now.
Well, whatever. I mean, that looks like a pumpkin seed. It does. I thought so.
Ivan says, love those Coste Tetras.
Yeah.
Pet Clubs and Sac sells them finally, and they're not expensive. It's not hard to get a giant school of them like this because they're under $10.
Oh yeah, the Pet Club. Yeah. I know that place. I've said nice things about them. They have decent fish.
Regina says I've had to pull gravel out of a goldfish mouth.
Well,
yeah,
idiots.
That's really common with goldfish.
Goldfish are just the dumbest. That's why.
I would never do gravel with goldfish.
I have never had a fish get all the way sucked into my python other than goldfish, and he did it twice. And I'm like, okay, next time you do it, you're staying there. My God.
Leo says, did I make the cut? No, because you weren't around back then, buddy.
Ooh.
I wish you were, but you weren't.
That's old hat. See what I did there?
There's the 5-year badge. Bob's bald head.
There you go. I just feel like that's such old news now. I don't, but,
It's old hat?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's what Kurt said. That's old hat.
Yeah, I know. I just said that.
Oh. I don't listen to you. You know that.
Shit.
Huh?
No.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I didn't even know I had to make a 5-year badge. Well, I probably did,
You've
but I
been
forgot.
told many times.
That doesn't mean I remember.
Yeah, well.
In one ear, out the other.
I think I saw a preview of the under the hat in a camping video.
Yes, there is.
I mean,
it's out there.
I was going to say, I think there's pictures too, but regardless. Man, we've already seen that.
Mm-hmm.
If you persevered.
Sadie's going to come out with a full head of hair.
She's a girl. I mean.
Yeah.
I
sure hope so.
I was going to say, maybe not a full head at first, but I mean, that's
at least some.
I don't think she'll have an issue with that. I have a lot of hair, so I've got a lot.
And it's all in the drain.
It's all over the place. The place my hair ends up is just unbelievable. It's pretty funny. So I got a 55-gallon for free, but it housed a snake, and they had it sitting on bricks as spacers, but resting straight on the bottom of glass. Do you think the bottom panel will be compromised? It could be. My biggest concern is, did they have heat on the snake? Because if they had any type of heat on the snake, whether it's a heating pad or a light, it probably did some damage to the silicone. I would test it for sure.
I would test it and be very,
Mm-hmm.
very suspicious of every little.
Yeah. Like
area
if
of
you
that
even
silicone.
thought like if it even like I would honestly probably just re-silicone it at that point, like, because there's a very good chance they had heat on the snake. That's the biggest problem with tanks that are kept as reptile tanks, I think, is the heat, because it just eats away at the silicone. Wow, Leo changed his name. Oh yeah, Caitlin, you haven't been. Leo changed that a while ago. He's a whole different person now. Name, they're Costae tetra, Luca. Monkhausia costae.
Their common name is the black line tetra, if that's easier.
Boring.
Black line tetra.
Costae is Costae, just in case. Yeah, want to look it up. My daughter is 7 and she's never had a real haircut, just enough to take care of split ends and keep it healthy.
Isn't that a haircut? What's the difference?
It's a trim. My mom did not cut my hair. I had when I was like 3 or 4 years old, I had hair down to my butt. Like, I had really long hair, and she was very big on like no cutting your hair. So then as soon as I got old enough to like tell my grandma I wanted short hair, we cut it to here. Like, I had like a boy haircut, and my mom didn't talk to either of us for like weeks. She was so
Are we
mad.
just ignoring T-Shot here?
What happened?
T-Shot bought his own membership.
Oh God, who does that anymore?
Welcome back. You see the 4-year badge, so I got to say welcome back there.
Welcome back.
And he's talking about ropefish, where the comment go. I had a ropefish over a year ago and just got some again this weekend.
Oh, I love ropefish.
Such a slept-on fish.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that they like come out and perch on your aquarium and then go back in the water.
They're bizarre looking
Hopefully they
creatures.
don't fall off the aquarium, because that's not good.
I
But
think they're amazing.
they do like to come out of the water, which
like
is kind of fun.
It's like a water snake.
Mhm.
It's so cool.
I love ropefish.
Yeah, they're very cool.
I'm still waiting for someone to spawn them. Never been spawned in captivity.
Baby ropefish. Can you imagine that? How cute
I
is that?
could.
I can't. It's too cute. It overwhelms my brain. I don't mind resealing it, but I'm terrified there is a tiny chip in the bottom paying from this. I would be less concerned about that, honestly.
Wait, what? Where?
Aquatic Moose said that he's more concerned about the bottom pane, like a chip in it from the bricks. But I honestly, I would be less concerned about that and more concerned about the silicone. Because honestly,
I'm never concerned about chips.
Yeah.
I've had a 40 breeder that chipped all the way to the silicone, and I was like,
I've seen cracks
I don't care.
too that just haven't ever. I mean, it's a little scary, but no, I think the silicone's your biggest concern.
well, I should say it depends on where the chip is, but
Lord of mercy.
I wouldn't be that concerned about it.
Good. I mean, I don't even think he said there is. He's worried there might be, which is like, if you don't see one, I wouldn't worry about it, you know?
Same here. My 8-year-old Curtis, I never tell my kids they can't cut their hair, but it makes me sad when they do.
Oh, my mom was like, no. No.
Ross says, I was upset when my daughter's mom cut my baby's girl's hair.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like that happens sometimes.
What about if they come back with like an earring? Like grandma got him an earring, like in Modern Family.
That's what happened. Well, it didn't happen to me, but my mom's best friend lived next door, and
Never happened to me, thankfully.
she had 2 boys, and so when I was like 3, she'd been coaching me. She's like, tell your mom you want to get your ears pierced, because my mom always said, I'll let her get her ears pierced whenever she tells me she wants them. Like, whatever that is when she can have them pierced. So she talked me into it. We all went together, and I screamed bloody murder. And my mom's like, I'm going to go shop, and you 2 get to sit here, and you can hold her while we do this. Which I thought was really funny.
Fish for Life 333 says, have y'all kept Malayan pygmy yellow catfish?
No.
No, but they are on my to-do list.
Any pygmy catfish is pretty sweet.
We've filmed them a couple times at the wet spot, and they are so cool.
They are very cute if they're the ones I'm thinking of.
One of these days, they are a bit shy, so you're not going to see them as much as you'd hope, but you still see them enough, I feel like. They're totally worth it, and they're very inexpensive for what they are.
There's a mean fish.
A lot of go away there.
A lot of the time, mean. Pretty big.
Cool. Thanks, guys. I will look closer for chips, and the heat was away from the silicone. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I water test these tanks for like 2 weeks. That's like my minimum.
Put it outside and fill it up and leave it for a while until you feel satisfied.
Did Bob say he could take 7 to 8 inches? Negative. I did not say
He said
that.
he couldn't. I'm just kidding. I would also be more concerned about when it was on bricks. That would be, yeah, exactly. If it was filled up on the bricks, then yeah, that would probably be a problem.
We pierced my daughter's ears at 18 months.
I've said to him, I was like, I feel like I'm going to be one of those parents that's like, just pierce them and get it over with. Like, because when they're babies, they don't even care. Like, I've seen it. A lot of my friends' little babies have their ears pierced and they didn't care. They didn't even cry, a lot of them. So
I don't know what this means. Maybe you do. Regina says, my sister-in-law cuts her boys' hair like they are little 30s whiskey runners.
oh, she does like does like little floop. I know what it is.
I don't know what a
it's a popular
floopy-doopy
hairstyle.
is either.
It's a popular hairstyle for like. Yeah.
Sid the Monkus. Yes, dwarf chain loaches for us laymen are very awesome. But I think what you were looking at was darter tetras. Just saying. Actually, no, they're in the same tank, so you probably did see them.
I had two before.
My
lucky
bad.
For me, they were active. So far, so good. The two I just got, but I'm honestly thinking about getting one more. Yeah, groups of them are the best.
Groups of what?
Ropefish.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a master breeder that used to live actually by us right now, and his goal was, well, him and his wife's goal was to breed ropefish, and they had the coolest ropefish tank, but they bred a lot of really rare unbreedable things, but they never got the ropefish to spawn. And who else was trying to? Oddball Aquatics was trying to for a long time. It's just never happened in captivity. I think it's very bizarre.
Good point, Curtis. You have more control over the cleaning. Yeah, that's why I had my nose pierced so many times in high school, because I was so bad about cleaning it at 14, 15 years old. You gotta have
Aquatic
access.
Moose says, a 2-week minimum water test. Got it. Thanks. Would be my first 55 and largest thing. So I resealed a used 125 that I picked up. And that one I let sit in the garage for like a month full of water. I'm like, I'm not taking any chances
that
with
would
this
be
one.
Horrendous.
But the 33 long, that's another one I resealed, and I did that one for 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks, that's kind of my minimum.
Well, y'all just got their ears pierced together, 10 and 12 respectively. I know a lot of kids that just they were scared and they didn't want to do it for a long time. I had by the time I was like 10, I think I had 3 holes in each ear. Something like that.
Somebody needs to get those frickin' red tail eels breeding. I agree.
Besides the one guy that can breed them. Yeah.
And I think Dan said, if I remember correctly, that he's not doing it with hormones, which makes me feel good. Like, I feel better about that. Lucas Bress was trying to do ropefish too. Yeah. I don't even think we know how they spawn. And I wonder if it has something to do with them coming out of the water. Like, I don't know, but
yeah, it's
I don't even think we know how they do it.
Ooh, and here's another one that kind of reminds me of ropefish, but not.
Are Cory's okay to buy now? I know there was some issues. So that was a couple years ago. It seems to have stabled out a bit. And I haven't really heard of that problem in a while. So I think whatever was going on in the supply chain, whatever they were getting disease with, I think, I mean, don't go buying them from like Seagrass or anything, but I think you'll be okay.
That's funny. What the heck was that? I heard a noise.
I think that's 34 new members this stream.
Dang. That's
pretty good.
That's a grip right there.
Nancy says to Moose, what you gonna put in that 55? Aquatic Moose says, I resealed my 30 low boy. It was previously being used as a litter box, but so worth it for that fish tank. Yeah, a 30. I really like the 30-gallon breeders, and I wouldn't mind doing some of those in the new fish room. So Chelsea, you're going to need your eye to escape for 6x2 by 5x1 PVC snake cages for colubrids.
That would be a fun time. What kind of colubrids? What you got? False water cobras, maybe?
Salient Aquatic, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
I would be excited to do something like that. That sounds like a good day to me.
Ross says, I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru right now. Who wants a chalupa? You might want to get some Pepto-Bismol while you're there.
Oh my God, really?
Like, that's what they need on the menu.
Some Nachos Bel Grande.
Ugh.
Actually, I like those. What are they called? The ones with I don't even know what they're called. I have no idea. I don't go to Taco Bell a lot because, yeah,
here's another. I should be pointing behind me. Here's another species of catfish I want to keep. The misai or something like that. The 2-spot catfish. I really like those.
None of this already.
You better pump it up a little. We still got another hour to go after this one.
Ooh, Eastern indigos and false water cobras. I'm a big fan. I love indigo snakes. Yeah, I'd be down for that. False water cobras are the best. I want one so bad.
Mike says, I have my multis and Julie Chromis in a 30 breeder. Great tank. Nice. I will say the multis and the 33 long was a pretty big hit for me. I really like that tank.
I just said to him today, I was like, do we need to do anything about the amount of fish that are in this tank right now? There are so many babies in that tank, and they're so well trained. Whenever I put my finger up and down, they follow me all around. It's wonderful. I'm like the Pied Piper.
Salient says I was the 70th like. Oh, I haven't even been paying attention to likes, and we're only at 70.
Thank you for crushing our dreams.
I will say the gifted memberships do way more than likes, but likes are still important, so I appreciate it.
Cheesy gordita crunch. Is that what I get?
Gifting memberships is one of the best way to make the algorithm happy, so I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, that is a huge solid for sure.
Every gifted membership gets us closer to 100K. Still trying to make it by the end of the year. I thought maybe it would happen, but it's kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
We had a nice little boost there for a couple months, but
we'll see.
Yeah, I missed last weekend. If you didn't notice, I didn't put out a video. That's how busy we've been. So I'm paying for it now. Things are dying.
I like Taco Bell. It just doesn't like my body.
Yeah.
It's not that I dislike eating things from Taco Bell. It's that,
gives you the old ring sting.
Yeah,
huh?
It is like Chipotle on Chipotle. Like, it's not good.
You need some Chipotle?
Yeah, I need some Chipotle. Really want the glass cats that Dan has showed off once. They had 7 or 8 whiskers compared to the other ones I've seen.
Brandon guy says, I had 6 2-spot cats from Dan a while back, and they're so much fun. Yeah, they're kind of like Pictus catfish in their behavior, except they're smaller and they're friendlier. I mean, they'll still eat anything that fits in their mouth, but them being smaller opens up a lot more opportunities for fish than a Pictus catfish.
Yep, aquatic moose, false waters are sweet.
Mm-hmm.
They're very pretty. Their faces are so cute. There is a hypo false water at one of my local stores I loved.
Can I get a liter cola? What's a liter cola?
It's for a cop.
I don't want a large farva. Does this look like spit to you? F it. That movie ages well. I still
don't
enjoy
spit in that cop's burger.
We can be Car Ramrod.
Car Ramrod. Oh, it's the only good one they ever did. Unfortunately, Broken Lizard.
Brandon guy says, I've cut back by 90% or more on fast food, and I feel so much better. The other big thing is soda. If you quit soda, if you're a soda drinker and you quit soda, I'm telling you, after a while, water will start tasting really good again.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre to me when people are like, I don't like the taste of water. And I was the same way. Like, growing up, I was like, water is so boring. I don't like the taste of it. Give me that freaking Mountain Dew. But as soon as I quit soda, after like a month, like water, just a nice cold glass of water tastes so good now. It's one of my favorite things.
All I want is crap right now. Like, I just want to eat a bunch of crap. Then I'm like, ugh, I hate this. Because then I feel
All about Taco Tree in Auburn? Is that Auburn, California?
Who's talking about Taco Tree right now? Ivan. Taco Tree, you're going to get me going here. Taco Tree is freaking delicious. I told you, remember I said if we move to Auburn, we need to be by Taco Tree. Because it's like, it's still a fast food, but it's like once you've eaten it, you want it all the time. When, like, after hiking, you go to Taco Tree. Like, that's just one of those. There's 2 of them. One of them is better in like the downtown area. I love Taco Tree. Now I want that. Great, thanks, Ivan. This is happening to me a lot. There's a lot of food that I want from back home that is not here, and I'm just very sad that I can't eat it. That's one of those things. And Aikitas, if anybody is from that area, Aikitas is wonderful. Best pies ever.
Harley says, my marriage is based on Super Troopers. My wife and I quote that movie every day.
It's funny the things that you quote daily, and sometimes I'll forget where they come from, and then you like have to trace it back. Oh, we have a lot of South Park.
Oh, you and Regina would get along. She says, I never drink soda. I like Perrier.
Yes.
And sometimes add a little cranberry
Ooh, that
juice.
sounds good. Yeah, you could put a little something in there. Perrier was what I drank forever until you couldn't find the glass bottles anymore.
Yeah, they switched to plastic.
And I'm like, done. I don't care anymore now. So now I drink LaCroix. Plus, it's a lot cheaper. Perrier raised their prices. It was so expensive. I think I was paying like $9 for a 8-pack, and I'm going, really? For the cans? They're like tiny.
Time to move back to the Sac area. Ivan, we are trying.
Yeah. It'll happen.
It's hard to find someone that will allow me to bring my 3 dogs since they're
the hardest part. Yeah.
There are 2 big dogs and 1 medium-sized dog, and a lot of people don't like that.
The breeds are the real issue. And I hate to say that because I had a pit bull for many, many years, and it made moving very difficult. But
well, the nice thing about Chance is he doesn't look like the pit bull that they're banning.
I'm less worried about Chance. I'm worried about Arlo.
The Dober.
Yeah, even though he is the biggest wiener there ever was. And if anybody, what I would do is implore this whoever this person was, can you just sit with this dog for like 5 minutes so he can come lay on your chest and like be the biggest baby ever. He's such a lover, that dog. But all Dobermans I've ever known are like that. So they're very sensitive.
So I'll say it again. I've said it before. If anyone in the Sac area has a house to rent that's vacant and doesn't mind very well behaved, clean dogs.
We have certain other needs
never
too.
Go to the bathroom inside ever. They will cry. My Mastiff mix here broke through the door to go to the bathroom.
Poor
broke
guy.
down the door. Now I realize that's not like we're not gonna let him break your door. Okay.
But he does not. The point is these dogs are there. I've known plenty of dogs that as a landlord I would never want in my house. You know what I mean? Like knowing these dogs, just they're terrors. But these dogs are not those dogs. So they're very good inside. They spend all their time inside. Like they're inside dogs. So I feel like when you have dogs that live inside, they're well behaved inside because it's what they're used to.
Jenna says I like flavored water, but only flat water. See, I have to have the carbonation.
Oh, the carbonation is. I gotta have it.
I gotta have the carbonation. I've been drinking a lot of Hint water. What is that? Hint water?
Where is it? Where?
Hint. H-I-N-T water.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Kurt says I cut out 90% of carbonation and I feel better. I don't know. I like burping. It's fun.
It does cause, if you have gastrointestinal issues, it can make them worse. So I get it.
Uh-oh.
What?
Candy was still lurking. Stop. I don't want to
know.
hear you talk about leaving me.
Sorry. Believe me, if there was a way to like, it's just
It's
so
too expensive here.
If
It's
we want
way
to
too
buy
expensive.
a house, we need to be in that. You know what I mean? Like that's where we need to be. Like that's the place we need to be because it's just where the type.
I have these 2 houses saved on Zillow. One is from our area and one is from Sacramento. They're both a 3x2, roughly 400 square feet. The
400 square feet.
Yeah.
400.
Roughly it's like they're both like 1,350 square feet.
Yeah, not huge.
The
very
one in
small.
Sacramento is like a 1/4 acre, and the one here is like 7,000 square foot lot, and the one here is $250,000 more.
And that's normal. So if you want to rent here, you're paying at least $3,500 a month for a decent rental with a yard. We have to have a yard. We have to have certain things. We can't compromise on certain things. And you can get that now in Sacramento or the surrounding areas for like $2,500 a month. I mean, I've found ridiculous rentals, and I'm like, what a nice rental! Like this is crazy. I don't even see rentals this nice.
Oh, that's actually dump the La Crux in your planted tanks.
Oh, smart. Okay, who just said something about clearly Canadians? Zen. Clearly Canadians are my favorite, except for now they are tiny compared to what they used to be 20 years ago. My dad used to buy them all the time.
Is it in Sacramento proper? Where was that? I think it was Placerville.
We are looking a lot
Placerville.
in Placerville and Auburn and like up in that. My dad lives in Folsom. My mom lives in Sacramento proper. She's like in the Arden area. Most of my friends and family live either in the Arden area or in Placer County. That's my dad's in
carbonated
Folsom,
water right here,
which is also Sacramento County. But still, Auburn would be nice because it's so accessible. You're still out there, but you're close enough that it's 15 minutes to everything, which is what I want. I can't do traffic like the traffic here. It's insane how trafficy it is here.
Everyone drives so freaking slow here. It's
oh
ridiculous.
My God.
Like we're in a 50 and people are doing 35.
Yeah.
You're in a 35 and people are doing 25. It's so annoying.
It's like, do any of these people have anywhere to be? For Pete's sake.
Ain't got no time for that.
No. Yeah, Bob's moving to California. It's crazy what happens in life sometimes, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think he ever thought he'd do that. Did Zen, stop it. Pamplemousse. I love it.
I don't even know what that is.
It's grapefruit in French. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a French word.
It is a pamplemousse. Pamplemousse. It's got a little...
Oh, I think you said pamplemousse.
It is. That's what it is. Pamplemousse.
You're what the French call les incompetents.
Okay. $135K house in this market sounds like it's not the best. No, that would be. There's nothing where I'm from for that much money. Like Sacramento was very expensive for years, and as soon as I leave, the prices start coming down, and I'm going the hell, bro. Like it was so overpriced for so long. But I lived in North Oak Park, Curtis Park, like right on the border, which is right outside of downtown, and it was a very desirable area. So the prices there they're still are crazy.
Like half of Leo's comments, I am confused. He says, "You never told me. Did you use an AquaClear when you picked up those natives?"
What? Like what?
Indians? What? I'm so confused.
Yeah, Lincoln's nice. Even if it wasn't so expensive and there was actual property left in Lincoln, I would consider Lincoln, but everything is a track home now. It's so unfortunate with no yard.
Oh, Pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse.
Iowa. Oh, man. I need mountains in my life.
We have those. That's the great thing. I can't say bad things about Sacramento as far as geography because it's so centrally located. You can get to the beach, you can get to the desert, you can get to mountains, you can get to anything within an hour.
Leo, about an hour ago, asked me what my name was on YouTube before this one, and once upon a time, I was a Russian spy, and my YouTube name, it was Vic Makarov.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Once upon a time.
Engines. That's funny. Yeah, it's funny because everybody I knew who ever moved.
When I go back into the hobby, that even makes less sense. What? I have no idea what he's talking about. He says
when
you go back into the hobby.
What did you use when you got the minnows? What did you put them in?
It was like a Tetra.
There you go.
filter.
That's what he's asking.
Oh.
I got it. I got it.
Way to
look at my
bring
brain.
it back around to like an hour and a half ago.
Oh my
Leo.
God, I did it though. I am so stupid lately, and I'm really proud of myself for figuring that out. So
someone's got mommy brain.
She's
that. Still smarter than me, so.
Okay.
Not enough turtles out west for me. Yeah. I mean, they're everywhere here, but they're all painted turtles or red sliders.
I was gonna say we've got mud turtles and red-eared sliders everywhere.
Crab people.
Looks like crab, talks like people. Yeah,
so I hear that Matt is in a perfect location to travel everywhere.
We're talking about Matt Gray. Who are we talking about? Because he's in the Sacramento area. I don't know who we're talking about. I don't know. Yeah, I have a lot of family there.
Am my house broken? Yeah, I go outside a lot.
Sometimes. No, it'll be a good move. There's a lot of fish stuff in Sacramento.
The fish scene is a lot better.
Yeah, there's a strong fish community, a strong reptile community. There's a lot of support as far as family and friends. Like every single person I know is there. So
yeah, don't say it. It's like every single person I know is here. Funny how that works.
You know other people. Like, stop it. Matt, me. Oh, we're talking about you?
Anyways, we're going to go 5 more minutes because we got to hit the member stream after this and still eat dinner tonight. So
I got to hit the restroom. Like, I've been drinking a lot of water here.
Are you housebroken?
Barely right now.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
It's really like borderline.
We got depends over here just in case.
To pee 800 times. I get so angry when we're out in public. I get like mad.
We go to Target. She's like, I got to go pee. I'm like, okay, we're ringing up groceries. I got to go pee. I'm like, it's been 5 minutes.
It's ridiculous. I swear to God.
Sadie in there like.
She sits on my bladder. I can feel it because you can feel. I'm like, no, you're literally sitting on my bladder. It's rude. Like, it's rude. It's very rude. I'm sick of it. I don't want to have to pee in public that often. It's horrifying.
I am sad that like Larry Schenkel has moved or is moving out of Sacramento. That makes me sad.
He was in Stockton, but still close enough to drive to easily. It took us like 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, not in Sacramento proper?
Definitely not. Let's not confuse the two. Like, all right.
He's not as hoity-toity as some others.
That's true, Dan. The Aquarium Society in Sacramento has, like, over the recent years, gotten really big. It's we have a lot of club members from other cities and other states. Like, there's a lot of people that are members that aren't in Sacramento proper, that are outside of Sacramento. I think that's really cool.
Leo says, I asked an hour and a half ago, but typical Bob, he ignores me. I think that's the opposite of ignoring. Like, I literally answered your question.
Circled back. It's fine.
It was so important to me that I didn't just let it go after an hour and a half. I came back to it, so.
We'll revisit that.
Take it back, Leo.
If I was a dude, I'd pee anywhere. I wouldn't care.
If you were a dude, we wouldn't be married.
That's true. Facts. Like, yeah, that is accurate. But I would pee everywhere. Like, I've always been a little jealous of that. My cousin and I, when we used to get out of the pool at my aunt and uncle's house, we had this spot when we were little kids that we'd go pee because we knew better. We did not pee in the pool. We jumped out of the pool, peed on the side of the house. So to this day, my aunt, when we go over, she'll be like, "There's your pee spot." Like, she points. I'm like, "Yay, thanks, Aunt
Genesis
Lori."
had a huge auction last weekend, over 500 items.
Yeah. Though their auctions are usually
That's when
legit.
they go too long.
The swap meets are great, like the big swap meets.
I could use a swap meet right now because I have so much stuff to get rid of.
It's unfortunate that we're going to have to get rid of
There's
a lot of it.
There's going to be so much stuff taken to the dump, and I feel so bad.
If
I
anybody's
know, like,
in the area needs
all
anything,
of you would love this
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
it's good
do I
stuff.
really want to waste time selling like 30 20-gallon tanks for like $5 on Craigslist? No.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Bunch of weirdos. Like, I don't want to
know.
meet all these people. Yeah, Sacramento's got a great. I've always been happy with the Aquarium Society there. I think it's great.
Sacramento is Portland or Seattle with palm trees and sunshine. I don't know. It was a lot nicer when I was there last year. Sacramento was way nicer than Portland and Seattle.
It is much nicer.
At least the area I was in. I don't
So
even know where
we stayed with my dad in Folsom. So we were in my dad and his girlfriend live in a very nice area.
Oh yeah, I've been there twice. I forgot.
Mm-hmm. But where I lived in North Oak Park, if you go about 4 streets down from where I lived in South Oak Park, it ain't very nice over there. Like, South Sac is the butthole of Sacramento.
Steven hits it right there. When I take the dogs out to pee, I pee too. So do I.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't know where you are, but I'm like surrounded in the woods.
Yeah,
like,
there's
you can't even.
No one's seen.
You can't find this place on nav. Like, if you put it in navigation, it doesn't even know where it is.
I love peeing in pools, and nothing is better than walking into someone's backyard and peeing in the pool.
I mean, farting in pools.
I've peed in many pools. I'm not gonna lie, but at my aunt's house, we knew like we're not allowed to pee in the pool, and they can terrify you and tell you like if you pee, there's gonna be dye that shows up.
What I did a dump run last week, and there's gonna be many more dump runs.
Yeah.
To clear out our storage, but I had like all these like Aqua Neat and Odyssey lights, and I'm like, why do I still have these? Like, I've got 100 co-op lights, but I'm holding on to these that are like 6 years old. LEDs are burnt out. I don't even know why I'm keeping them, so I dump them. All my Stingrays I threw away.
That's right, Dave.
All kinds of stuff I'm throwing away.
That's right. We've got the A's are in Sacramento for a while. We will probably, hopefully we'll be there, and then I don't know. I know you don't care, but I'd go to an A's game at Sutter Health.
You literally say that baseball is the most boring sport
It's
ever.
awful. But the only baseball game that I've ever been to, my dad took me to an A's game, like a real like MLB baseball. And I've always said if I have to be any fan, I'm an A's fan. But I just think it's really cool that they're in Sacramento. That's pretty. I've been to River Cats games.
Zen is yelling, "We are a civilized society." You're just jealous that you can't just pee wherever you want.
That's what I'm
Don't even
saying.
lie.
I'm a little jealous of it too. Gopher repellent, the pheromones blocking the gophers. But if we kill all the gophers,
they'll lock me up and throw away the key.
God, my mom was so excited to make me watch that movie when I was
us.
like 7 years old. I remember she's like, "You have to watch Caddyshack," and I didn't get it at all, but I still liked it.
I bought it on Amazon.
Did you? Oh, we could watch that. I could watch Caddyshack. That was one of my mom's like moments as a parent where she's like, "I get to watch Caddyshack with my kid." I remember it was a big deal.
Hannah says, "Will Bob become a Kings fan?" I will never be a fan of the NBA ever again. Like, the NBA is dead to me.
I'm always going to be a Kings fan because I can't not, but I've not followed them actively. I was at that game where we were like, here we stay, like the last game before we were supposed to get sold and then we didn't get sold. And I remember just being so depressed thinking like, how in the hell are they but then, Vivek Ranadive came in and saved the day. So
I would rather watch baseball than an NBA game.
Oh, that's harsh.
I'd rather watch soccer.
The only sport that the only thing I watch actively now
golf.
are 49ers games. And it's really just 49. I don't care about other teams. I care about my team. Well, thank you, little Lord baby Jesus, that George Kittle helped out. That like we got really lucky last week, but I'll take it.
All right, y'all. That's a good place to end it. Don't forget all the new 34 members and all the 50 members we got last week since we're in a power outage. We couldn't stream last week. You should just get automatically ported right over to the member stream once I cut this one off. And thank you, everyone who gifted memberships, everyone who hung out, all the lurkers. You were found out tonight. There's no need to lurk. You can say hi.
Leo, if your
We like
cousin
ya.
lives 5 minutes from the King Stadium, they live right by my sister, because so does my sister. I don't know if you meant the old one or the new one, though. clarify.
Hey, Ivan says he was at the stay game too.
Really? Oh, really? 2013? Wasn't it 2013?
What if you guys were like sitting in the same
We
row?
probably were. Like, it was freaking Arco. It's like this big. That's the great thing. There's not a bad seat in Arco Arena. That was a great place to see concerts anyways. Lots of good times there. Arco Arena.
But anyways, thank you so much again for everyone. You all make this happen. You all support us, and we really enjoy it. And
yes, we do.
For now, allows us to keep doing this. So thank you so much, and we will see some of you in just a few minutes.
We will see you there. We will see you on another time.
Probably not Tuesday though.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe next Tuesday.
I did like streaming on Saturday. I might want to bring that back. That was kind of fun.
It's got a vibe.
Way back in the day, I used to stream every Saturday. I used to stream 3 days a week. How crazy is that?
Brazil. That's a lot.
Oof.
For you too. I feel like that's a lot. Like I'm surprised you did that. Bye. Good night. I like that. Like, I'll be my grandma. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Don't say Putin, okay? Now Ivan's got me wanting taco tree, and I'm upset. I'm upset. So good.
Thanks, Ivan. We appreciate it.